Today we're going to be making a cornucopia witch's hat. So as you can see, I've already removed the boo that's usually on it. Just remove the buckle and then unwind the tinsel. So we're going to remove all of this. And what we will be doing today is wrapping it up. And I bought the brown and gold mesh from the Dollar Tree. You just need one roll. I unravel my mesh and I fold it in half, and then I fold it again in fours, and usually that's for the tip of the hat. And I put just a dab of hot glue in there, and I go like this and I wrap it around, and that's pretty much to like hide the frazzle of the ends and stuff, but also because the tip needs to be covered. So I go ahead and place mine inside right here. So as you can see, I go ahead and place it in there like that, and as you can tell, you can see it. So when you're folding it, make sure you leave it as tight as possible, like that. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. Let's see here. You want it as tight as possible. See? And then you'll wrap the whole thing down. Try to keep it double folded, that way you don't have to have 2 rolls of mesh. If you double fold it, you will only need 1 roll. So let me go ahead and wrap this and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. So I needed to also let you know that when you're wrapping your cornucopia, that you want to overlap your layers. So when you're wrapping it, you want to overlap the previous layer. And the reason being is that you want to hide these little nubs on top. You don't want them showing. And also remember to include your hanger previously to wrapping it, because if you don't, it's kind of hard to get through the back mesh to actually put one in there. So let me go ahead and finish wrapping this up and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'm done wrapping the cornucopia. Usually I stop at the last row here just because this whole thing's going to be full with flowers and vegetables. So I wrap it until I get there, and then this whole thing's empty just because I weave the flowers in and out. I don't even add hot glue when I weave in the flowers in and out because they stay right in between these little rackets. You can go ahead and add your bow if you want to. I have mine off to the side. Usually I keep mine off until the end, and the reason being is that I already know that I'm going to put the bow down here. So I usually leave a big enough gap for the bow down here. When you're weaving the flowers in and out, you usually want room. So everything is coming from the dollar store. So I picked up some flowers and some berries. And usually I try to weave the flowers from one side up. And meaning it's when you have it, you're going to start close to where the bow is going to be at, and then you go like this, and then you add it. You kind of weave it in and out of the bottom of the hat. You kind of just twist the wire around. That way you don't have to hot glue it down. It's kind of weaved in and out. Here, and I'll show you that. So, see how I wrapped it around there? And then that way, if you wrap all of them around there and you just keep on working your way up, you don't ever have to use glues for it. And it actually stays in there real nice. So, let's see here. And usually you want to alternate and have different colors and berries and things of that sort in there. And usually I turn the flower head up like that. That way it's going in the direction that you want it to face. See? There it I really love these burlap ones from the Dollar Tree. I think they're really cute. You see, they have them in different colors. They have the little pumpkins and stuff. It's really cute. And that's another thing, if you could find berries and pumpkins and cotton, that's a real pretty one. The cotton at my store disappeared. Those usually don't stick around very long. Let's see here. So usually when I get about midway here, I've already added like 4 flowers and a couple berries and a little pumpkin thing here. I start adding in the bigger vegetables. So today I have, it is a pumpkin with a squash on the top with a corn. Oh, here it is. Always gotta have a corn on it. So usually I try to start with my bigger pieces like the corn. Now this I do hot glue in, and usually I do it towards the top. It's hard to what you usually want to do is put it directly onto whatever big squash you're going to put on there. So yeah, see how much I put on there, and just find you a spot and kind of just stick it on there. Now once these dry, I start adding more flowers and around them. That way there's a good amount. On there. They have such pretty pumpkins. I also like to get some of these in there. Now you see all the gaps in between, so that's where you want to add more flowers. And usually I keep the flowers going in one direction. That way, see, and I add a little stringy stuff on that too, just to give it a little bit more character. And they also have these with little pumpkins and fall leaves on them. And usually the middle in between the big vegetables, or the big pumpkins and stuff, I usually add a lot of berries and little pumpkins and acorns even. That way it actually looks like a cornucopia, because you know it's usually full of pumpkins and squashes and acorns. And I try to get fall leaves with like little berries on top of them. And I love these things too, to put in there. And you could even use the little spikes on the side of the, well, not spikes, they're like little hobble nails or whatever. So what I'm saying is that you could use these little things to even wrap the wire around, to keep the flowers in place. Starting to see how it's coming out. And of course they have all kinds of stuff at the Dollar Tree. I even like to add these feather pieces like that And I don't know what that's called, but it's cute. And it has the red and orange tones that I love. And you're starting to see how it looks. And there's the corn on the side. These loose leaves like that come in a bag at the Dollar Tree. And I'll use them and stick them actually on the cornucopia. And I just stick them around the pumpkin or the squash. So this is what it's starting to look like. You can see the cornucopia there. And then I added, I hot glued these in right here. How pretty it is. So I also, and I get these from the Dollar Tree as well, little acorns. And I like to stick acorns in there and just make it look a little bit more detailed. See, I added an acorn there and a couple around. So this is what it looks like. Of course the back looks like that. You can see how all the stems are weaved in, and I didn't even have to use hot glue except for, of course, the corn and the bigger pumpkins. But if you got that, I mean, they're not coming off. Trust me, they're glued on there pretty good. Isn't that pretty? Nice and full of veggies. You can also add these signs. They come from the Dollar Tree as well. It says harvest, welcome, and thankful. So, and I'll show you. So what you want to do is kind of like just follow the writing and lightly press your hot glue gun. And you want to get the beginning of the letter, get the middle of the letter, and get the end of the letter. And try to get the chunkier pieces. You don't have to glue down the whole thing. And slightly slide it on your cornucopia. Make sure it's kind of lined up real nice. There we are. Isn't that pretty? So let me also add the bow in. Now I pre-made my bow. Of course, it's from the Dollar Tree as well. And it's just a nice little simple bow. And you want to add that at the end. Like I said, it can get in the way if you go ahead and add it first. Just make sure you leave enough room to add it. And once you put it in there, you might have to add some flowers around it just to make sure that it's completely full around the bow. So they also have these little pine cones with glitter on it. That's in the flower section with another different type of flower arrangement. And usually in the center of my bow, I like to add something interesting. So, let me show you how it looks with the bow and everything attached to it. There it is. And of course, I put the pine cone right there in the middle of the bow. But turned out really pretty. And of course, you don't have to make it as full as mine is. I like a full weather. If y'all like my video, please check me out. Instagram, Pinterest. I also have a Facebook page, Gypsy's Creative Creations. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and also if you make one, I would love to see your idea. Please tag me in it on Instagram or Facebook. I would love to see what you make from the Dollar Tree. Have a good day and thank you so much.